Food is something that you can delve very deeply into. The history of food, the science of food, science of flavor, specific ingredients. Yeah, there's so much depth to it that we don't ever get to see these days. Just the thinking of the history of a hamburger or French fry excites me. I think a lot of times people don't give enough thought about where their food comes from or the history of it. Food really can connect us to the past, family recipes, national dishes, things like that. So it's something that can really identify a culture as well. So a lot of times when someone wants to denigrate another culture, they insult their food. Like, the French are frog eaters, Chinese people eat dogs, Korean people smell like kimchi, the list goes on. Not to offend those guys, so I think having a connection to food is very grounding, and it's something that I feel like is kind of being lost these days, which is unfortunate to me. Passion doesn't pay the bills. Passion doesn't put food on your plate. However, passion does give you the endurance and the confidence to carry on. Running a business, I think, in any industry is tough, but especially in F&B, it can be a little bit more challenging based on, the necessary for turnover. Everyone has an opinion about your food, etc., labor costs, rental. So I think one of the things that really can help you through those tough times is passion. But we also have to keep a clear head and maintain a focus on the business at all times. The first person I would want to spend time with would be Ray Kroc. He was the founder of McDonald's as we know it. He started off with one store, and he had the foresight and the ability to gather the support of smart people to expand it into the world's biggest restaurant chain ever seen. So it'd be very insightful to hear his opinion on where the current trends in the restaurant are and where he sees opportunities. Another person I would like to be able to sit down and speak with would be Danny Meyer. He is the founder of Union Square Hospitality Group. They own several well-regarded restaurants in New York, and also he's the founder of Shake Shack. So along the same lines as Ray Kroc, I think it'd be very interesting to see what he has to say about where the restaurant industry is going and how he sees it, and in terms of also starting a restaurant empire from scratch. The third person I'd like to be able to speak to would be Charlie Munger. He's Warren Buffett's partner at Berkshire Hathaway. I read his book, Poor Charlie's Almanac, and he is, or seems to be, a very wise and witty person, and it'd be very nice to talk to him to see what kind of knowledge he would be able to bestow upon a young business person like me. I would have to definitely give that title to my father. My father is an entrepreneur in his own right. He is constantly learning about business and improving himself so that he is in a better position to run his businesses. I think that's one thing that I realized and I'm grateful for was the constant drive to learn. So it doesn't matter where you're learning from, any books, online sources, TV, as long as you're learning something, you'll do okay. There was a quote that I recently read was, as long as you're still green, you're growing. Once you're ripe, you're rotting.